up, everybody? We're here on a Friday night, not even a Friday evening. We are here on a Friday night. So, some of you might, rookie mistake, right? Some of you might be wondering, why is this at 8 o'clock? How come? What happened? What happened? What happened? So what we did was, we did a poll on YouTube for the community, and we let the community speak. And we asked what time would be the best time for everybody, because there's a lot of people on the West Coast, there's people in Central, there's people on the East Coast that might still be at work or whatnot. And we did a poll. What would be the best or most convenient time for a live? And we did 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and 8 p.m. And 63, at least when I checked, 63% of the YouTube Hustleholic community said 8 p.m. was going to be the most convenient. So, here we are, 8 o'clock, getting ready to get it in on a Friday night live. So, what we do, if you don't know, my name is Richie Hustles. I sell things on Amazon. That's what I do. I also sell on Macari. I run 2 separate Amazon businesses. I am a social media posting whore. You guys know me. I love doing my thing. And I'm so glad that all of you participate in everything Hustleholics. So, let's represent for the shirt. We'll wait a little bit for everybody to kind of trickle on in, filter on in, get up on in, into the live tonight, as it is a different time. So I expect we're either going to get a boost early or we're going to get a boost later. What I like to do is on Friday nights, we do 3 different type of lives. For the new people that might be here, Friday nights we do what's called a Friday night Hustleholics Hangout. And what we do is, this is a place for everybody to come together that is selling on Amazon, eBay, Macari, anything that you're doing. You don't even have to be a reseller. You could just come hang out with us. You could be doing your thing on the side. You could be selling locally. You could be an entrepreneur, whatever it is, right? If you're here, you're with us. We appreciate you being here. But that's what we do. And what we do is we throw questions in the chat. So if you have any questions about Amazon, eBay, yes, eBay. I do have some experience with eBay, even though I don't sell on it currently. I do have some experience with that. Macari, streams of income, YouTube, right? So anything you guys want to ask, please drop it in the chat, and we'll get started in a few minutes. Brought my apple juice. You already know. Kicking off this Friday, right? So let's talk, while everybody's coming in and whatnot and dropping their questions in the chat, let's talk about a couple housekeeping things, right? BQOOL. Let's talk about BQOOL. BQOOL today, for me, was absolutely fire. Everything I saw on BQOOL in Walmart came to fruition, came true. I was shocked. I think there was just one item that I couldn't find. If you guys follow me on IG at Richie Hustles, you'll see that I had 2 cards today. I went to a Walmart in Wareham, Mass, and I also went to a I also went to a TJ Maxx in Wareham. We filled up carts in both places. Now, Walmart is crazy right now with baby products, baby toys, baby strollers, baby car seats. Like, I was able to actually score last night. You'll see, I got a video coming out on it. A $35 item that's normally $150. I was so pumped. There's a lot of great deals coming back in Walmart, but somebody like me, I normally sell in the toys, electronics, things like that. But now there are other deals in baby and grocery and other categories. So I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone and trying to get those deals, because at the end of the day, we do everything hustle. We do everything hustle, even if it's selling these guys right here. You know what I mean? Pokemon cards. So that's what we do on Friday nights. We come together and we talk about all things hustle. Saturday nights we do lately we've been doing Pokemon, and I was really hoping that my Shining Fates Elite Trainer boxes were going to come in today. They did not. So I think I'm just going to have to do a booster box opening for tomorrow. And that's usually what we do on Saturdays. Now, we could switch things up if you want. Right now, we're a little crazy on the Pokemon cards. We got a lot to open. And but I mean, I have a ton of comics that I've been getting too. I can share. I don't know if any of you guys collect comics or whatnot. And then Sundays are our live hustle, in-store hustle, right? We go to Walmart, and honestly, after today's visit, I might go back to Walmart this Sunday. I said last Sunday that I wasn't going to go back. I might go back this Sunday, but I am going to travel to an outside Walmart that's like maybe an hour away from my house. I think, honestly, that's the best bet. I traveled today about 45 minutes away, and I had some really good luck. So we'll see what happens with that. How is everybody doing out there? Is everybody getting ready for a great weekend coming up? Let me get in the chat. Let's see what's up. Let's see who's in the chat here. And what you could do is real quick, before I get into the chat, what I would love everybody to do is, whether you've been here for a long time or if you're new, a free way to support this channel is definitely by hitting that thumbs up button. That helps the algorithm for YouTube and helps push my video in front of other people that might want to come in and join us on the live. So make sure you smash that thumbs up, like, if you'd like, share it out. You can share out the video. We'll be doing this live for at least an hour. This is what we usually do. Sometimes we go an hour and a half. But definitely helps me out, and it will help all of you out if we have some outside more participation that will come in. Let's see. Marilyn Munez. How you doing? Nathan Baisley, watching from South Florida. I love South Florida. Happy birthday says, I am happy, I am early. George Guevara or Jorge Guevara, let's go. Watching from Laredo, Texas, says Ernest. Michael Mahan, hello and good evening. JC, finished packing up my shipment just in time for the hustle. Absolutely. Listen, the hustle comes first, baby. We're glad you're here. Happy birthday says, Salem, New Hampshire, one of my products on Amazon is suppressed. It still sell. What does suppressed mean and how do I fix it? Thank you. So suppressed is usually an indication that there's something wrong with the listing and Amazon needs you to fix it. I'll give you an example. One of my products had a term or a keyword in the description that didn't accurately, because it wasn't my listing, I didn't create it. It didn't accurately describe the listing. What I had to do is I had to go in, figure it out, edited the listing, had to wait for Amazon to approve it again, and then it became not suppressed. So I'm not saying that is it, but that could be a possibility as to why it's suppressed. You know what I mean? Alfonso says, hey, what up, Alfonso? Eric Bays, how long before you can list on a new account? Allergies, ever since I got back from Florida. What do you mean? How long can you list on a new account? I mean, when I started my second account, I started listing right away. I actually have to work on my second account. I've been neglecting it pretty hard. JC says, flying to Fort Lauderdale on Sunday for vacation. Well deserved. I went hard this week with sourcing about 30 stores. Yeah, man, I know that's how I was before I went on vacation. I'm like, I need to go to a ton of stores. That's exactly how I feel. Alfonso says, hey, all the way from Augusta, Georgia. What's up? William Paskowitz is in the building. Logan, big shout out to Logan. What is up with the 8-bit fire? J-Wag Richie, what's up, brother? Successful on getting 3 IP complaints removed. Congratulations, J-Wag. That's amazing. I love when I see all the IP complaints removed and taken care of. That's very, very good. Glad you did it. The Hustleholics Discord is lit. The bolos are great, and the emojis are straight fire. If you unremember, you are missing out. Absolutely, Logan. Thank you. David Lopez says, and you know that's another option if you guys want. You guys can join the Hustleholics gang down in the if you're watching this video, I'm looking at it. There's a join button. It says join underneath the thumbs up or the thumbs down. There's a join button, analytics, and edit. You know, for me it says edit video. For you, it would probably say subscribe. But you could definitely join the Hustleholics gang. I try to upload daily, multiple times with what I am buying for Amazon, and you can get a piece of that too. So definitely check that out if you want. David Lopez says, are you going to Walmart? I went to all 3 of my Walmarts, bought all the bike stuff on sale. Yeah, you know, as I go to these other Walmarts, hold on, I'm like, oh man. All right, we good? We good here? All right, we're good. I bought all the bikes. Yeah, I've been going to the Walmarts, and the Walmarts have been running out of like bike helmets. I went to one Walmart. They had a ton of bike helmets and bike seats. I bought them all. But ever since then, I've only been able to find a few. But I did find this today. Check this out. Hold on. So Walmart, every Walmart is starting to limit your purchase now. Check that out. We get a first partner pack. Comes with 2 boosters and a couple oversized cards. This is hard to find. You can't find this anywhere. And Walmart had them, and they had them behind the customer service desk. So, you know, I had to grab it. I wanted 2 of them. I wanted to open one and keep one closed. They would only sell me one. So, honestly, I might go back tomorrow. It's 45 minutes away from me, though. And I might try to buy one again tomorrow to keep it sealed. I'm a collector as well as a reseller. So, sometimes it's hard for me to juggle the 2. We got T. Chandler. Welcome to the Hustleholics gang. Thank you for joining up. I appreciate all that. That's amazing. Thank you so much, T. So, other news too. Check this out, right? So, you know how right now I'm in my dining room, right? There's no microphone hooked up, right? There's no like expensive camera looking at me. No graphics behind me. No green screen. I can't put myself in space and do all these kind of things, right? That's going to change by the end of this month. I am so pumped. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my a lot of the funds from YouTube, from all the ad revenue that I've got, and I'm going to reinvest it back into my business. So that includes buying a brand new MacBook Pro, which is going to be able to handle the Streamlabs. That's going to be, I can't wait for that. Because then, if that doesn't handle it'll handle the Streamlabs. I know it'll handle Streamlabs. Because I pretty much have Streamlabs all set up, okay? Once Streamlabs is set up, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. We're going to be doing, like, gaming and, like, I'm going to be answering questions while we're gaming. It's going to be crazy. We're going to be doing all types of weird stuff. I'm going to be eating, like, hot chicken wings or something. We're going to do something, man. We got to stand out. We're the Hustleholics, man. We're original. We're unique here. You know what I mean? We don't follow crowds. We are the crowd. You know what I'm saying? What Pokemon card should I buy from my distributor? Any and all that you can. Seriously. Things that I would stay away from would be trainer decks, battle decks. Like, I don't have any, like these. These battle decks are okay. These battle boxes, these are cool. Buy these, but don't buy the trainer decks because they have, hold on. They have like the same cards in them, and each trainer deck is identical. So definitely buy any Elite Trainer box, booster box, packs, whatever you can get your hands on, honestly. The Hillbilly Hipster says, yo, what up? Travis Shock, what's up? Yeah, my distributor is sold out too. Crazy. JC throwing the apple juice in the chat. Cychronic Shadow, what up, Hustle Gang? Richie, did you get banned from eBay or something? Says Anonymous. No, I don't like dealing with their politics. Like, not politics like Democrat, Republican, not that type of politics. Like, when I was selling on eBay, so many customers would like complain about the shipping or if something broke in the mail. It was just something. It was always something. The customers were always complaining, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this. This isn't the kind of, like, I don't even like selling on Macari, but I do. I like the formula where I can go get the product, take the product, send it in, and have Amazon deal with the customer. Have Amazon do it. You know what I mean? I like Amazon's business model far better than eBay. And to tell you the truth, if there was somebody that was going to make money on Amazon or eBay, you bet believe that Amazon is king ding-a-ling. You know what I mean? Amazon is king. eBay's okay. And there's a lot of people that make a lot of money on eBay. But Amazon is king. You know what I mean? Let's see. We got Amazon new account. Awesome. Congrats, Eric Bays. I've heard a few people having their license suspended until they can provide a receipt of purchase, even when ungated. Do you think you'd be able to use a regular store receipt to prove it's real? Yeah, absolutely. So when Amazon is asking for proof of sale, a receipt is definitely okay. But here's the kicker. The kicker is you can use a receipt, but you have to be able to link that receipt to the product. Okay? So I think stores like Walmart and Target, I think they use the UPC on the receipt, so you can link that to the product. But stores like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, they actually use like an FN SKU, like their own number. So what you have to do is you'd actually have to take a picture of the receipt next to the sticker, so you could match it up, so you could prove that that product is with that receipt. Ben Sherman, welcome to the Hustleholics game. Thank you so much for joining up. Michael Riley with the apple juice. I feel like every time people throw apple juice in the chat, I gotta take a sip. You know what I mean? Let's make that a thing. Anytime apple juice is in the chat, I'm taking a sip. And if you put 5 apple juices in one string, it's one sip. Travis Shock says, got 25 video games that sell for 24 to 38 a piece. Each for $5 hitting clearance. Travis Shock, my friend, winner, winner, chicken dinner. J-Wax says, I guess I should ask what Pokemon card should I pre-order from my distributor? Nothing in stock right now. Yeah, wait, they're gonna restock the new series that's coming out, Battle Styles. And there's actually another one that's gonna be coming out called Cool Rains, or Cooling Rains is gonna be a new set. Something like that. It's coming out soon. Hello, Richie, and oh wait a minute, I lost my spot. Hold on. Where are we? In the chat, where are I see a lot of people putting applesauce, apple juice. Okay. Salud. Just because I saw like 5 apple juices in the chat, you know what I mean? Where was I now? Salud. I have to get up and get another one. That was supposed to last me the whole hour. Oh well. Hello from Arizona says Bar Woodart. How are you? Greetings. Hello, Richie in room. LOL. You too. Hunter of all things clearance. Okay. What's up? I think I'd say J Sonny. J. Logan says, my main goal is Hidden Fates, but honestly, anything they can give me... So are you looking for Hidden Fates? Because Hidden Fates, I haven't seen Hidden Fates in a while. I know Walmart was restacking the ETBs, but I haven't seen Hidden Fates, like, anywhere. Not even with Diamond Distributors, Alliance, Southern Hobby, none of them have it. How do you know what to buy in Pokemon? So I used to back in the day, so back in 95, 96, 97, I was 15, 16, 17. Do the math, right? My little brother was young, and we did it together. So, I have a little bit of knowledge of it, but I've been out of it for so long that it's all about research. So to find the valuable sets, I would watch some of the big dogs, and I still watch some of them today on YouTube. I was just telling my wife, I would rather, if I had the choice between YouTube and live television, I'm picking YouTube. And what I would do is I will watch all the big dogs open up Pokemon, right? So like one of my favorites, shout out PokeRev. If you guys don't follow PokeRev, definitely give PokeRev a follow. His name's Nick. He's real stand-up guy. Really, really enjoy his content, and I love his channel. He's got over 300,000 subscribers. PokeRev is definitely one of my favorites. And if you follow a couple of Instagram accounts like King Pokemon, who's like the Charizard god, right? And you start learning, you start seeing what they gravitate to and what they like. And you can kind of get an idea, right? You research booster box prices online. You can go to Poke Collector or something like that, and you can look for the different pulls that are in there. Like we obviously know, Charizard is always going to be one of the major, if not the major card of the set, of any given set. Another big hits are like any of the like the starters that they call them. You know what I mean? Blastoise, Venusaur, all those guys. I mean, it's just really just searching the web and looking. You know what I mean? And we got Ben Sherman upgraded to the premium. Thank you, Ben. Thank you for joining the Hustleholics gang. How do you know what to buy in Pokemon? We already said that. I've been selling on eBay for a few months, and this week I got my Amazon seller account set up. My question is there a distributor you recommend working with to get ungated in toys? So the only one I know of that a lot of us resellers talk about, it's called EE Distribution. So EE Distribution.com. Try to set up an account with them, April. And, they're not the best when it comes to pricing, but a lot of us just really use that site for the simple fact of ungating. You have to understand that when a lot of times, no matter what site or who you go through, chances are you're going to be losing money if you're just going to get ungated in that brand. But you can't look at it as, hey, I'm losing money now, right? Because you're going to gain it back because you've done your research in that brand and you want to sell certain things. So I don't know anybody that's ordered from EE Distribution that hasn't lost a little bit of money, but has made a huge return once they get up and running on that brand or that category. So Travis Shock says, hitting Walgreens right now as we speak. Let's go to Walgreens. I was in there the other day. I didn't see anything. No sales or nothing. Brian says, what time were you in Wareham? I was there today too. Brian, I was there in the AM. I think I was there around, I want to say I was there around 11, 10:30, 11 o'clock today. We cleared that place out. That was a good place. I was there about 10:30, 11 o'clock, I believe, in Wareham. Travis Shock, what's up, man? Waiting on Amazon to get me set up. Meantime, I have done 17.5 on eBay in my first 75 days. That is amazing. $17,545. Round of applause. Travis crushing it on eBay. That's what we like to see, man. Good job. Good job. You're going to crush it on Amazon. Trust me. Because you're going to see how much easier Amazon is. You're gonna crush it. I don't say easy lightly. Nothing is easy. Let me get that straight. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing easy about running your own business and hustling, right? But to me, I would much rather pack products and put them all in big boxes, ship them to Amazon, than deal with 100 little orders. Not little, but separate, sole orders. You know what I mean? Box up 100 orders, 100, and send them out. I guess, you know what I mean? Not for me. I like Amazon, but good for you, man. Crushing it on eBay. Angela Harris says, like and share. Much appreciated, Angela. Thank you. Marilyn in the building. Hello, new here, watching from St. Louis. Says, Abba Shaba. Abba Shaba or Is it Abba Shaba or Abba Shaba? Either way, I like how that sounds. Robin says, thanks for the info. Taking product pics while watching. Angela says, Angela, I hear you, man. Listen, after this live, I need to go take some product pictures myself from Macari. But thank you for tuning into this live. Let's see. The talented Mr. DP. Is it safe to send in fragile items to FBA? Yeah. So with fragile items, I mean, I always. So when I first started with books and I was doing RA, I actually did a ton of Ray Dunn. I loved Ray Dunn. I was doing a lot of Ray Dunn from TJ Maxx and Marshalls. And with that, I would literally have to bubble wrap. I have pictures. My whole garage floor was covered with bubble wrap because I would have to bubble wrap each product. Now, a lot of people would be like, well, that's a lot of work. You know, you're going to do all that. But let me tell you something. These $10 and $12 items were bringing in $50, $60 a whack. So it was worth it to bubble up, 20, 30, 40 of these. So yeah, I think it's safe to send them into FBA. I will say this though. Some of the things I've learned while sending in fragiles is this. When you bubble wrap items, if it is probably a better practice. Now, normally I pay Amazon to prep everything, but if I'm going to send in fragiles and it's going to be bubble wrap, how's Amazon going to know what product is in that bubble wrap? Especially if I'm sending them 2 or 3 different items that are fragile. They're not going to know what to label. So I strongly recommend bubble wrapping the product. Now I got another story after this. Bubble wrapping the product, putting a label on the outside of the bubble wrap, packing it with tissue paper, take care of it like it's your baby. It's no good to you if it breaks before it even gets to sell. You know what I mean? Also, funny story is I bought some recently. I bought some Ray Dunn birdhouses, okay? And they're porcelain, fragile. I didn't have any bubble wrap. I didn't want to go out and get bubble wrap, but I had a ton of Nike socks. So I literally put them in the box and I put all these Nike socks around it so it was padding. And then I made sure that box was stuffed. So like I even dropped it to see if I heard any break or anything. Like I dropped it and I'm like, okay, okay, we're safe. So, you don't necessarily need bubble wrap, but bubble wrap, I highly suggest always using bubble wrap and labeling your own product if you're going to send fragiles into Amazon. Let's see. Hi, it's Jen from Georgia. Hi, Jen. We are new to Amazon FBA. Love your channel. I appreciate you being here, Jen. We watch it daily. Any tips on profitable items for newbies like me? Jen, we share a lot of profitable items in the Hustleholics gang. Definitely consider joining up if you'd like. A lot of my videos, I do share free content. As you know, you've been watching my channel, you see the products that I get, right? But with the membership, with the Hustleholics membership, you actually get barcodes, close-up pictures, what it's scanning for on Amazon, what it's scanning for in Walmart. Like I said, that barcode is gold because you could do your own research a lot easier than trying to play guessing. So we do share a lot of that in the Hustleholics group. And that's on the YouTube channel if you join the premium. Carlos Gonzalez watching from Sevierville, Tennessee. Hey, Carlos, how you doing? Robert says, selling books in the process of ungating. So it's funny because I was just saying how my second Amazon account, I've been neglecting a little bit. And what I'm going to start doing is I need to get to the library. I need to get to the libraries because I need to get my second Amazon account is all books, just books, nothing else. And it needs a little bit of TLC because I've been so heavily on RA and wholesale. I've been neglecting the books, but the books bring in money. Any ideas on upcoming bolos for the week of the 15th? Patrick, we share a lot of bolos, like I said, in the group. Definitely check that out. I know all these apple juices are from earlier. Ron Hitt says, what's up, Richie from Webster, New York? My wife and I now call our finds dinners. So let me explain, because some people they ask me, they're like, what is a dinner? And I'm like, well, dinner's a dinner. I mean, like, what's for dinner? You know what I mean? What are we eating for dinner? Are we eating steak for dinner? Or are we having, like, little scraps for dinner? Dinner is actually dinner, but with an AH, because, I'm from Boston. We get the accent going. It is what it is. I can't help the way I talk, and I ain't changing it for nobody. So we say dinner. That's why it's spelled with an AH, which might not be so easily identifiable to those who don't know what a dinner is. That's awesome. Good evening from Kentucky, says Chris. Hey, what is up, Kentucky? Lots of books from Dollar Tree. And oh, man, I cleaned up Dollar Tree today with books. We were finding books that were like $26. We cleaned up Dollar Tree today. Do you do much with PPC? I haven't promoted a product since Q4. I'm not saying it's not good. I mean, I think I recommend. I think people should. If somebody is doing a replenishable, I think they should do a pay-per-click kind of thing. It's only going to help you. 45 minutes away in Rhode Island. No, Kristen, I was in Wareham, Mass today. Suburban Beard in the building. What are you making from YouTube monthly, says Jay Wack. I can't redeem that yet. I'll do a video on it because it's quite remarkable. It really is. It's quite remarkable. I want to do a so I really didn't start making decent money until January. Okay. I was making money in November and December, but then the more videos I turned out, the more Hustleholics joined to watch, the more advertisements they put, it helps me out, and it helps me be able to bring you more content. You know what I mean? My YouTube money is going to be reinvested in the business for you guys to better these streams, to better everything. You know what I mean? That's what you do, right? You invest in your business. But once 6 months hits, I think at the end of June, I think I'm going to do a video that says, 2021 life change, whatever it is. I'll do a YouTube income stream video. I was planning on doing one. I know Reezy did one. A couple others did it. I will definitely do one probably by the end of June, though. End of June, July. Once I hit that 6 month mark. Barbara says, hello from Memphis. Dead is out in Florida with the sunshine and the palm trees. I'm jealous. Sherry, what does that say? Sherry Cisco. I think I'm just, Cheryl. Cheryl Cisco Lemus in the building. Let's go. Ben says, how do I estimate Amazon shipping, both to FBA, to the consumer? Okay, let's go through this real quick. Let's do a little crash course in shipping. But first, this is what I want to say. We got 116 in this live. Let's see if we can get those likes, those thumbs up to 100. That would be amazing. If we can get those thumbs up to 100, I'll show you guys some shipping. Some shipping like some inventory, FBA shipments, and I'll show you how I calculate shipping. So if we get the thumbs up to 100, smash that like button. Let's get that to 100. And I will see if I can pull up a shipment here. Let me just get a good example. So this one, where's the one we just did? We just did one. Okay. Let's see, we got a new member. Let's see who's the new member. We got Andrea Webb. Welcome to the Hustleholics gang. Appreciate you signing up. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm just trying to get the numbers here because I want to show you exactly how I calculate this. So if I view shipment, track shipment, where is it? Track shipment. Shipment contents. Hold on one second. I'm just trying to figure this out. Okay. Reconcile. Prepare shipment. Where is the, how can I, is this it? Okay, this is it. All right. So you're not going to believe this, okay? I'll show this to you. Let me see. I just want to make sure. $76. We need 24 more people to smash that like button, and I'm going to show you one of my recent shipments here. I'm actually going to take the phone and I'm going to like show you my computer screen in a second. So like even like, let me shut this music off for a second because this is serious. I didn't even realize what a deal I got on this. So even on this shipment, that's crazy. So 45 divided by 304. That's probably the lowest shipment I think I've ever gotten. Wow. And I'll show you exactly how you calculate shipping. Okay? We need 10 more people and I'm going to show you. And I'm going to show you on the calculator too. And I'm going to show you exactly, because I can't do a video on the shipping. I might be able to, but it's going to be hard. There's too much proprietary information in there to block out and do all this stuff. But I might be able to do like YouTube shorts, stuff like that. And so I can edit out some stuff. Let me see. We have another member. We have Danielle Gomez signed up for the Hustleholics game. Thank you so much, Daniel, for signing up to the Hustleholics. Much appreciated. I just want to make sure this does not show. Okay. So this is really all you guys need to see. Just this one screen right here. Okay, cool. We got 92 people. 8 more people. Let's get 8 more thumbs up. And I'm going to take this camera and I'm going to show you exactly how I calculate shipping. Because this is a real frequent question that I get. And I don't know why people want to know. I think people think that shipping 250 items I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a shipment with 250 items, okay? 250 items that took up 7 boxes. I show you the dimensions and everything else. I'm going to show you the shipment weight, what it actually weighed, versus the billable weight, which is the billable weight is what you get charged for because your box should be filled up to the brim. Amazon wants to be super efficient and they don't want any room left in the box. So what happens is Amazon says, okay, for the dimensions you put in to these boxes, there should be no dead space, right? So that's why we make things like Franken boxes. We cut boxes down to fix the dimensions to lower the shipping cost. But in this case, most of this was clothing. Looking at the dimensions, a lot of these were a toy item that I had about 37 of them, and they took up a lot of space. So they didn't weigh as much as the box should have. When I show you this, I'll be able to explain more, all right? 5 more people. We need 5 heroes. That way I can take this phone. I am going to turn it around. We'll get back in the chat in a minute, guys. If you're asking questions, I'm sorry. It's just that the shipment, I get asked about shipment a lot. So I want to go over this. I have the calculator up on my phone, and I want to explain exactly how you are going to calculate shipping, okay? Or how you can figure out how much something's going to cost you per product, down to per product, right? Per box. I mean, you know what I mean? We need 3 more. As soon as I can see 100 likes, 100 thumbs up, we're going to get into it. And I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. for liking the video like that. And thank you. Shout out to everybody who shared this video out on their social media. I appreciate that too. But this has to be the number one question. That's why it's so important. One more. I see 99. Did we get it? RG says we got it. I'll take his word for it. It probably just hasn't. Oh, well, 102. Hey, you guys are overdoing it now. Okay, check this out. Now, we have 7 boxes, okay? Can everybody see the computer? We have 7 boxes. Box 1 through 7, okay? Over here, we have the box weight. So box number 1 was 21 pounds, 21 pounds, 21 pounds, right? For the first 3 boxes. Then we have 4, 5, and 6, 7. We have all the box weight here, okay? That's the box weight. And then over here, we're going to have the box dimensions. So here, you can see the dimensions like this. This is the Walmart large box, okay? Going down to these are the 16 by 16 by 17 are the Walmart medium boxes. So these ones, the first 4 are going to be the large Walmart boxes with the blue color. These are going to be the red color, okay? So box weight between 1 through 7, the total weight of the boxes right here, 164. Where do you see this number? Now, people that are going to see this number that do this already are going to be like, holy crap, that's so low. All right, 250 items, $58.45. You see this right here? So it's telling me 7 boxes. The actual weight of these boxes was 164 pounds. The billable, what Amazon's charging me, because I didn't fill a lot of these big boxes up all the way because they were toys and I couldn't Frankenbox it, was $304. So the total to send all 7 boxes being charged for 304 pounds is $58.45. That is extremely low, okay? This was a blessing, okay? Now, what I would do is, we have the trusty calculator right here. We want to take our shipping cost, $58.45, and we're going to divide it by the weight, okay? 304. That's going to give us 19 cents per pound that we're paying. 19 cents per pound that we're paying to ship to Amazon. Do you see how low that is? Do you understand how cheap that is? 19 cents per pound to send. Now, if you want to break it down per item, what your cost per item in the shipment is, I already told you there's 250 items in the shipment because Amazon caps you at 250 unless you upload your own manifest. So we go, it's 0.192. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 0.192 for 19 cents. And we're going to time, 250 divided by 0.192. No, that's wrong. Wow, am I off? 250 times 0.192. No, that's wrong. 250 times 0.192. That's not right. Hold on. I forgot the formula. So 19 cents a pound. Oh, because we have to figure out, because each item weighed different. So basically, I haven't figured it out in so long because I know it in my head. So what you would do is you would have to figure out how many pounds your item was. So say this toy was, 2 pounds. I think it was maybe it was 3 pounds. You take your 0.192 and you times 3 pounds, and you're paying 57 cents to ship that item, okay? If your toy is 3 pounds. And you do that with everything else. If you're shipping an item that's in this shipment and you're shipping an item that's 7 pounds, well, then you do 7 times, because you've already figured out how much per pound. So you know this 7-pound item is going to cost you $1.34 in this shipment. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you basically figure it out per pound, and I'll do it again for you guys, just in case you missed it or if you're just joining. We figured out how much per pound did I pay for this 250 item. What am I thinking of? 250 items in this shipment, and this is what it cost. So what we did was we did 58.45, and we divided that by the billable weight, because that's how much Amazon's charging me, okay? And then we came up with 19 cents per pound in this shipment. And if we want to know what each individual item is going to cost, say something was 5 pounds, then you would take 5 pounds times 0.192, and you know that one 5-pound item, you'd have to work 96 cents. So this is why I tell you to always remember, please remember shipping, okay? Because that 96 cents, if you bought a 5-pound item and your margin was going to be $3, well, now it's going to be $2 because you're paying 96 cents for that item to ship to Amazon. It's extremely important. And I'll leave the formula in the description. Let me get back to normal here. What's up, guys? I'll leave the formula that I use in the description if you can't remember it, or give me a second. Let me just fix this. This is all crazy now. So that is basically the shipping. You know, a lot of people ask me about how do you calculate shipping. That's how you calculate the shipping. And again, I will leave that formula in the description below. So that way, if you want to figure it out, or I'll put it in my Discord also. A lot of you already know the formula, but I thought it was really important to share that with you because it is the number one question I get. How do you figure out shipping? You see how cheap that is? That's why everybody does FBA. Now, does it always work out that way? No. Okay. Sometimes you end up paying, maybe you end up paying 60 cents per pound. This was a big shipment going to one place. So that's why it was only 19 cents per pound. That's probably the lowest I think I've ever seen it. But the consensus usually, honestly, is anywhere between 25 to 75 cents you could expect to pay per pound if you're shipping enough items. That's why it's important. And that's why I always say you need to have enough weight in your boxes as well as enough items, because you want to make sure you're utilizing your shipping costs. You want to make sure that cost gets as low as possible. And I bet you I could have got that even lower if I had finagled the boxes a little different or something. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little mini tutorial there. That's probably the best and easiest I can explain it. I mean, there's no point in doing a full video of me just putting things in a box. You know what I'm saying? I have Amazon prep everything, so I don't prep anything. So like the video would be of me placing items in a box. Who wants to watch that? I mean, any zoo animal can do that. You know what I mean? So what it really comes down to is figuring out what I just showed you. That's super important. Super important. It could make the difference between making money and losing money, Let's get back in the chat. I saw a 300-pound Coleman swimming pool at Walmart for $600, selling on Amazon for $1,800. Not sure if it was worth it. 300 pounds? I'm not sure how much that one item would cost to ship. How would you even get that to the UPS? How would you even put that in your vehicle? That's crazy. Did anyone else have a hard time getting approved to sell on Amazon? No. When you posting the shipping to Amazon, well, we just went through a shipping right there. Amazon is the best platform, absolutely. Did you say we're about to start? Well, Look, I'm about to make T-shirts. That's we're gonna start Amazon Army because a lot of these resellers, they get their heads gassed up in the reselling world. We're gonna start Amazon Army. Amazon is by far the best platform, I think, to sell on. Miss D says, "What's going on in the hustle?" Miss D, we're just chatting. We're just answering questions. We just went over shipping cost, how to calculate it when you do FBA shipments. I might do another short and upload it to my YouTube video where it's under a minute long, so that way it's always there for reference if anybody needs it. I love Amazon and eBay. This is Suburban Beard. He says, I love Amazon and eBay. They both have their own place. Some used and vintage items sell faster and higher than Amazon for me. Yeah, I mean, with Amazon, I tend to only stick with new items, and all my used items used to go on eBay or now Mercari. Logan says, today Amazon decided I was no longer allowed. Uh-oh, I lost. It always does that. It always resets. Hold on, Logan. I got you. Hold on. Logan. Where you at, Logan? You were just talking. There we go. Today, Amazon decided I was no longer allowed to send in FBA shipments because apparently a box was 2 pounds overweight. It's happened to me too. I got it worked out though, and they just charged me $25. Yes. Glad I got a new scale. All right, so listen, here's the deal. I got screwed with this. I must have had about 8 $25 charges, extra charges. I definitely lost money on that shipment because I went to Home Depot and I bought the large and extra large boxes and I filled them up and I sent them in. Well, I guess the dimensions were too big for Amazon, and you should only stick with medium boxes from Home Depot or large from Walmart. Anything over 24 inches, I think, is considered, over 22 inches is considered overweight. They're going to nail you. Don't go over 22 inches in any direction of a box. Just don't do it. Apple juice, yeah, I see how. Should I get up and get another apple juice? I hate doing that. Like in the middle of the stream, I hate just being like, "Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. Let me go get my apple juice." Oh, okay, I'm back now. Like, I don't know, low quality, I guess. How much money do you need to get started on retail arbitrage? Says JB. JB. So what I did was on retail arbitrage, I waited until I sold enough books, and then I took a slither out of that, $100 out of 1,000, dipped it into RA. And then for every 1,000, I would take 100. And then eventually I would take a little bit more and a little bit more. As long as you keep flipping it and reinvesting it and you're doing your research and you're buying profitable products, you can start retail arbitrage with $50. Might take you a little longer. The more capital you have, the less time it will take for you to scale up. What the value of Pokemon cereal box cards? I don't know. Probably not too much yet. You know what I mean? You're still finding them in the store. I ran into somebody today in Walmart, and he was buying all the Pokemon cereal from Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I have inventory that is stranded, yet it shows active. How can I reach a real person to help me? Says Diane. So Diane, if you go on your Amazon Seller Central homepage, on the right-hand side, if you click Help, after you click Help, you would go down, and I always click at the very bottom. There's 3 options. It says Seller Forums, Need More Help, and Case Log. I always click Need More Help, click Get Support, and then it's going to say 2 options, selling on Amazon or sponsored ad in stores. You put selling on Amazon. And then it's going to say describe your issue, right? So I literally just go boom, and then I continue. Basically, just type whatever. And then it'll come up and say, my issue is not listed in small letters. I click, my issue is not listed, and then it says account related, FBA related, or product listing related. So if it's account related, we continue. I don't have an identifier. You just have to go through these. So then it says resolve your issue. And then it's going to say contact reason, contact method. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your phone number there. And then you're going to click call me now. And Amazon's going to call you. It's almost like they're a mafia. You know, you can never call Amazon, but Amazon will call you. And that's how you get the help. Logan says they're doing a reprint on Hidden Fates. Yeah, I heard about that. Was sourcing today, and a little voice in my head kept saying, take them all, says Princess Burger. Take them all. If you don't take them, somebody else is going to. And I'm so tired of hearing people saying, oh my God, the poor little peasants of the world are going to crawl, gasping for water. Water. I need that VTech baby toy. If I don't have it, I'm gonna die. Please, save some for the children. The children. Get the hell out of here, for Christ's sakes. Take them all. They're out there for sale. Take them all. For real. Miss D says, on guard, bike locks, hidden clears. Yep, everyone keeps telling me guard bike locks. Do you think the new tax law, 600 threshold instead of 20K, will weed out a lot of the undercutting shady resellers? I honestly, I don't even know about the tax law. 600 threshold instead of 20K. So what was it? Under 20K, you wouldn't get a 1099. But now they're saying if you sell more than 600, you're going to get a 1099. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We blown past that. So I'm getting a 1099 no matter what. But as far as weeding out a lot of the undercutting shady resellers, maybe. I mean, I don't know if I'm convinced that a shady reseller would only want to make under 20K though. But maybe you're onto something, Gary. Maybe you're onto something, because if they know that if they sell over 600, they're going to now be on the government's radar, right? They're going to be on the IRS, you owe tax. You know what I mean? You better claim it. So maybe you're right, actually. As I talk through that point, I think you might be right, Gary. I think you might be onto something. I think it would probably weed out a lot of people or force them to be more legit, you know? Kyle Flanagan says, hey, Richie, a little late, but I'm here. Hey, Kyle, thanks for coming here. I have plenty of 1990 sports cards. They were trashed today, and now they are hard. I have so much sports cards in my basement that I need to get. Oh my God. Heard EE is starting to require a minimum order of $250 to discourage people from only using the ungating on cheap products and never ordering again. I mean, even if it is a $250 minimum for EE distribution, it's just going to make you do your research a little bit better, so that way you don't lose too much more money if you have to spend a little bit more money. Let's see. Let me see if I can get to some more questions. Guys, welcome to the Friday Night Hustleholics Hangout. I'm your boy, Richie Hustles. Drop your questions in the chat. We hang out every Friday night. We talk Amazon. I was just showing shipping costs and everything. You can watch the replay if you missed it. But I do want to get to some questions. So let me see. Is it hard to increase? This is by Christy Frank. Is it hard to increase posting limit on eBay? I'm trying to sell on it, but I'm restricted to 5 listings. Christy, you must have just started. So what you have to do is you got to at least sell a few items on there. And then what I would do is I would recommend calling eBay, and I would actually ask them, talk to an actual person, and ask them if they could increase, because you've, wait till like you sell 2 or 3 items, wait till they're delivered so you can confirm delivery, and then call eBay. I have really bad allergies. I'm very stuffy right now. And then call eBay, talk to a person, and ask if they can increase your limits. Let's see. Brian says, Wareham was my last stop of the day. Got there at 4 p.m., so all good. All the dinners were gone now. I know why. Hey man, you've beaten me to Target and Attleboro and Walmart in Attleboro plenty of times, brother. Cleared out the Plymouth Walmart earlier in the AM, so all good. I was gonna go there tomorrow. Well, we're gonna reschedule. No Plymouth tomorrow. I own a kitchen and bath biz and do this is get it can't wait not pack what? I can't wait. Get it can't wait to not pack one at a time. Yeah. So guys, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely consider subscribing to my channel because I upload at least 3 times a week and then we do 3 lives. So there's content 6 out of 7 days a week. And I'm still considering filling my Wednesday, which is my only day I do not upload or do a live. I am considering filling that void with something else. So we'll see, but definitely subscribe. What do you keep books in? Why do you keep books in a separate account? Is it for IPI? It's for a couple reasons. Honestly, for me, it's like the stupidest reason. So I was finding that I was selling thousands of books. And when I started doing RA, I was mixing thousands of books with my RA inventory. And I'm like, I had to keep sifting through it. It was just a pain in the butt. So what I said to myself was, I want to keep books separately for accounting purposes. Start a new company, which deals only with media, and go from there. So now I have the second account, which is neglected. Unfortunately, we're going to get that back up. But it's just for organization. I like keeping all those books on one account. It's a separate repricer and everything. Everything is separate. You know what I mean? But IPI would be for a good reason too. Yeah, RG just I see you answered it there. Yeah, it's just for organizational purposes for me. I just to go through at the time, I had thousands of books. Now there's only a few hundred on there. We're gonna get that back up. All the Dollar Tree stores in my area seem to not be restocking books. Yeah, I've walked into a couple of Dollar Trees where they don't even have books, and I was actually kind of shocked. Adam Schaff says, just an inside tip on shipping. All packages are on an automated belt, and they are all hit with mechanical diverters. Every package, 5 pound to 100 pounds, is hit with enough force to move a 150-pound package. So make sure you tape your ish up good. Travis Shock says, UV light at dollar store is a UV gem light, sells for $7.65 on Amazon. I didn't see any UV lights at the Dollar Tree I was at today. Andrea says, hey, hustlers, Cleveland here. Andrea, what is up? Hello from New Jersey. Found your YouTube last month and you taught me so much. Says SSPS Clothing VA. Thank you so much. One of the things that I never thought would happen was when I first started my YouTube, I said to myself, I want to create content, but I wasn't sure what content I wanted to create. And then I watched Gary Vee. Gary Vee was like, a lot of people are, wasting so much time trying to think about what they want to do. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like me. And what people really just need to do is they just need to document their journey. So I said, what a concept. Just document and upload content, right? So I said to myself, okay, that's what we're going to do. I'm already out and about. I'm just going to film it. We'll see what happens. So to get to your point, SSPS Clothing, I appreciate that because never in my life did I think that documenting my journey would help so many other people either find products, find a process, get encouragement to get out there and do it, to really give people a sense of, hey, you don't have to be miserable. You can do this, It's a lot of hard work, and it takes a lot of time and sacrifice, but you can do it. And, I just never thought I would have that effect on a lot of people, so I really appreciate that from everybody who gets some kind of value out of my videos. I really, really, really appreciate that. And I do read, as of right now, every single one of your comments, good or bad. Whether I reply or whether I do not reply, I do read every single comment that comes through. It might take me a day or two to get to it, but I do read, and a lot of times I will reply. So thank you for being here, SSPS Clothing VA. Happy you're here. Kyle says, welcome to the dinner table, Andrea. I love it. Arturo De Leon says, what's up, boss hustler? Straight from Dallas, Texas. What is up? Telepathic 2008 started watching a few days ago. We'll definitely join next week. Much love, man. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here on this live. Thank you for participating, showing up. I appreciate that. Let's see. And guys, listen, if I don't get to your question here, I apologize. I always get far behind on the chat. You can definitely hit me up on IG. And I try to get back to as many people as possible. I am better at getting back to comments on my YouTube than I am my DMs. So keep that in mind. Claudia Restrepo says, hi, please tell him to enable everything for translation in any language. How do I do that? How do I enable? How do you do that? Do I just go to edit video? I don't want to mess up the stream. I'll have to take a look into that. When I was a kid, my mom would use me as a human mom. That's your opinion on my I can't deal. Leo Oliver in the building. What is up, Leo? Let's see. Melissa says, appreciate you sharing your knowledge in dinners. Always look forward to your videos. And I appreciate you being here, Melissa. Thank you so much. Let's see. Any more questions in the chat? Where was I? This always happens to me. Okay, there we go. I don't know. I'm just gonna pick up from right here. Little late, but you just answered my question, so thanks, says Stacy. Stacy, no problem. How long or how many sales would that take? You can get it by sales. You know, it's up to Amazon. Amazon makes that determination. Do I sell a lot on Mercari? I sell enough on Mercari. Sometimes it's no eBay. It's slower than eBay. But I like Mercari because everything is up front and everything is like right there. You know what I mean? Like, you know exactly what your fees are going to be, what you're going to make. Everything is up front. I like that. Get you boxes from Uline. I know. I need to buy bulk. I know. One mistake I do all the time. Stacy says she got an air compressor for 18 bucks. Good for you. That's awesome. That's a better deal than what I paid. I paid 35 or 36 something for the air compressor I got. Are books the best way to start off on Amazon? I mean, I think so. I just think it's the category with the least amount of restrictions that you could gain probably the most amount of profit. But it does require a lot of work. Books are heavy. They're heavy. You know, I broke my back with that stuff, man. I still break my back. But with books, nothing but books, my God. Crazy. What did you do differently that grew your channel so much? Says My Dream FBA. Julissa Martinez. What did I do that grew my channel so differently? I think I just said to myself, I need to be on a schedule and I need to be consistent and I need to stick with it. So what I did was I literally, on a piece of paper, I wrote out, okay, I want to upload on Monday will be a video. Tuesday will be a video. Wednesday is going to be my rest day because I got to edit. You know, I got to film. I edit everything. Plus, I'm a family man. So it's like, it's a lot of work. Wednesday, I give myself a break, which is never really a break. Thursday, I'll do an upload. And then Friday, I'll do my live. Saturday is another live. Sunday is a live hustle. And I said, I have to stick with this schedule no matter what. I have to stick with the schedule for the most part. So I literally just put my head in the sand and said, let's do this. And I just became consistent. And I just started really filming everything. And I just want to give a shout out to a couple people that really helped make a difference in my consistent life. One being, he goes by Andre. I don't know if he's watching right now. He may be. But Andre said something to me that stuck with me for a long time. And he said, you know, you have to treat, and God bless him, he has over 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. He said to me, when you go to work, you get paid when you show up to work, right? And I said, yeah. He goes, well, you have to look at YouTube like it's a job. If you don't show up to your job, you don't get paid, right? And I'm like, you know what? You're right, man. He goes, you got to be consistent. Upload all the time. So I took that piece of information with another gentleman that went by Nick Nimmin. He does a live every Saturday, and he said to be successful in 2021 on YouTube, you have to almost be obsessed with the process, you know? And I took that and I said, be obsessed. Okay, let's do it. Challenge accepted. Let's do it. So I became obsessed, and all of a sudden my YouTube went from being like this to being like this to being like this. It's been really amazing, and honestly, I've been meeting more and more great people. It's been truly a blessing. I feel blessed, honestly, and I'm not trying to be cheesy or nothing. Like I am. If I can't even put gratefulness into words, it's really unbelievable and remarkable. And I'm at 18K. What's gonna happen when I get to 150K? You know what I mean? Like crazy. The Middleman Picker. What's up, Richie and everyone? Sorry I'm so late. No problem, D. Middleman Picker. Glad you made it. Nikki D. Hey, Richie. Great seeing you today. What's up, Nikki? Good seeing you too. Jamie J. Books the best to start off with on Amazon. I think I just answered that. Flex says, I wanted to take them all today, but didn't have the cash. I feel you. Listen, keep the sales up, and what'll happen is Amazon will shoot you a loan and say, hey, come take this 3K. You know what I mean? 4K, 5K, 20K. In Tall Pines, hey, Richie, hey, how you doing? Why recently when I sent Amazon FBA shipment, they charged me $0 for shipping for them? I don't know why they'd be charging you $0. Unless they're charging you $0 and charging your card. Have you checked your card? I don't know. Porter Stillwater says shady resellers probably make a lot more than $600. I agree. And they're probably outside the USA. I agree with that too. Jorge says, I recently saw you paid full price at Target for some toys. How often do you pay full price? Quite often when I'm at Target, to tell you the truth. Quite often. Unfortunately, Target clearance really sucks right now. So I do pay full price as long as the profit margins are there, and as long as the Keeper graph shows that the buy box was consistent at a certain price. I don't mind paying full price if I'm going to make money. Why does Brixie say the item is there and it's not? Well, because Walmart employees and management a lot of times are stashing those items in the back. Also, Brickseek and Walmart, when they talk to each other, they're not very good at communicating. Like Brickseek and Walmart is like a bad relationship. You know what I mean? There's no communication involved. It's always an argument if you can't find the product. It's just a bad relationship. It's just the cost of business, you know. But if you're going to use Brickseek and you're going to pay for it, you definitely got to go into a lot more stores than just a few. Appreciate that, Suburban Beard. Shouting out to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, smash the bell so you don't miss out. We got a few more minutes here before I hop off, guys. All right, you're going to put the kids to sleep. JC, thank you so much. Absolutely, guys. And listen, when you guys join the the Hustleholics gang, there is a link in the community tab to join a Discord where you can chat with all of the other Hustleholics. Everybody shares bolos and all that other stuff. I just lost my space again, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to start like right around here. Tons of people think so much. Hey, I'm not a reseller, but love the show. Just subbed a few days ago, says my Disney experience. Hey, my Disney experience, thank you so much. We try to keep positive vibes here. We get dinners, aka we get deals and steals, and we have a good time. I struggle with starting Amazon account just because what I hear now, how difficult it is, I hustle. Yeah, I don't know how hard it is to get an account. I haven't opened an account in years. Can we talk about the details of Amazon prep? So I have Amazon do all my prepping. So I don't prep any of my products unless it's fragile. I literally just place the items in a box and I ship them to Amazon and have Amazon prep everything. Nikki says, waiting on that new project you told me about today at Wally World. I'm pumped to see the outcome. Oh, yeah, of course. So we got a cool little project we got going on in the next couple weeks. I don't think I'm going to be able to start it yet. I have so much to do. But that project that Nikki's doing, it's gonna be cool. If you follow me on IG or if you saw my upload today, then you know. Leah says, learned so much from you already this month. Thank you, Leah. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're learning something. You know, if you're here and you're not taking back any information, what good is it, right? So thank you. I'm glad you're learning something. And we need to learn something new every day or else it's a wasted day. Love dinners, but always on the Bolo lunch specials. How many sellers are too many on a product for RA when buying a product? Now that depends. I've sold products. I've got on listings that had 250 sellers because the lowest price was still super profitable. Now, does that leave me open to immense price tanking? Probably, but sometimes the product's worth it, right? Sometimes you get a deal, it's worth it. Rich, you should definitely add another live because they're awesome so that it's less editing for you. Yeah, I know. Maybe I will do another live. We'll see. Lives, unfortunately, don't grow a YouTube channel. Too many, and YouTube can push back your views. Yeah, I mean, I got to tell you, though, I've had pretty good success with lives, though. I think when I started doing more lives and then started doing uploads, my channel really grew. I have to research that, Suburban Beard, because I think lives help attract new people, because people that are watching this live right now might not necessarily be subscribed. So now if I get them to subscribe, if they hit the subscribe button, I've gained them as a viewer, right? Which is helping me grow. And also, when I'm done with this live, I can go back in and edit, and I can place monetization within the video, just like a regular upload. So then I can benefit from ad income on the live. I can benefit from any super chat. I can talk to 118 people that might want to join the Hustleholics gang. They might want to subscribe. So I disagree. I think lives really help. And I think the best person to attest to that would be RG Slotwins, the mod in the live here. Me and him went back and forth talking about how, holy crap, you had X amount of people in your live. Can't wait for the next live. And then the next live, we doubled it. We've had almost 400 people on a Sunday night. And it was just out of nowhere. And we were like, got all these hustleholics coming in. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I've heard that, what you're saying, Suburban Beard, but I might have to disagree with that. I think lives do help, but they don't help necessarily in the same way that a video upload would. I think they help in a different kind of way. Mindy Zhang Do says, hi, love your videos. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Charles Ryder, damn, I made it. Yes, you made it. Can you share Andre's channel? He goes by what is it? I'll have to look. Any host, oh, I lost my space again. Well, okay, listen. The talented Mr. DP says Walmart employees in the gaming section are stashing the games for themselves. Agree? So I'll tell you this. I've been in plenty of Walmarts where you overhear employees talking about how they have stuff in the back. I've been in plenty Walmarts where I'm in the toy aisle and I hear employees in the next aisle talk about how they can't wait for the next markdown on, X, Y, and Z, right? Do all Walmart employees do that? No. Do some? Do I dare even say most? No. Some. Is it fair? No. But is it fair when I go in and clear the shelf? At the end of the day, they're just doing their hustle, right? They just have the leg up because they work there. So while it sucks because we can't get our hands on it, right? We might be looking for something that they are hiding in the back. It's still like, I try to look at it from both sides, right? It stinks for me because I can't go in and get the item. But it's great for me if I worked at Walmart because I have first dib before anybody else. So, I get it. I understand. You know what I mean? What's up, Kobe? A Big Cheese Thrifts. So, guys, look. I am going to sign off. We've been on here 81 minutes. We had 125 people in the live. We have 122 likes. And also, just coming through, Charles Ryder with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. It says, when you send in Nike, does it sell fast, or does it take a minute? I have yet to find a slow-moving Nike product, but I do set my parameters, so I'm still doing my research because there's gonna be crap. There's gonna be crap Nike products. You know what I mean? Not every Nike product comes with a gold seal, but as long as you're doing your research, a lot of those Nike products will move. I have yet to have a Nike product that does not move. That I did my research, no different than any other product. So Nike does move pretty fast. Adidas moves even faster for me. For me, Adidas is one of my, and Under Armour too. I do find more Adidas than I do Nike, so maybe that's why it seems to me it moves faster. But Adidas is definitely a fast mover. Logan says, you've convinced me I'm getting a job at Walmart. Hey, Logan, if you get a job at Walmart, man, let me know what location you're in. We'll talk business. Part-time, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, I really appreciate each and every one of you. We had another good night of content. And it looks like 8 o'clock might be the time to do these. We had a lot of good participation in the chat. I appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody answering other people, trying to help one another. That's what it's all about. So, guys, if you got any more questions, please shoot me a DM shoot me a DM on RA. Shoot me a DM on IG, and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can, all right? Guys, until next time, tomorrow, I think we're going to be opening up. I was going to do Shining Fates, but I only have one Elite Trainer box and 2 Pikachu V boxes. So I'm waiting for 2 more ETBs. So that way I can at least have 3 trainer boxes and 2 Pikachu boxes. Have enough, you know what I mean? So tomorrow, I think, let me ask you a question. Are we going to open up Vivid Voltage or Unified Minds? What are we going to open up tomorrow? Throw it in the chat real quick before we leave. Vivid Voltage or Unified Minds? Do we go with the Chonkachu? Or do we go for the Mewtwo? What do you guys think? I'll put a poll on the community tab. All right, guys. Peace out. Thanks for joining me on this Friday, and I'll see you guys on the next hustle.